When Usain Bolt is on schedule, he not only fills the Olympic Stadium, but draws all attention. Yet, there were moments that stood out. Apart from Usain Bolt anchoring Meta 2 gold in the 100-meter relay and winning his 9th gold medal in the Olympics on Friday. But, first things first, Bolt along with Asafa Powell, Johan Blade and Nicole Ahmed clocked a season-best 37.27 seconds to beat the Japanese who ran an Asian record of 37.60. The Jamaicans hold the world and Olympic record at 36.84 from the London Games. Canada won the bronze with a national record time of 37.64. The Japanese Ryota Yamagata, Shota Iizuka, Ishide Kiryu and Asuka Cambridge may not be impressive individually, but as a team they showed months of hard training can bear fruit even against the best in the business on the biggest stage. There was no real challenge to the Jamaican supremacy. Our coach said, "Listen guys, make sure you get the baton around. As long as I get the baton in my hands, it is going to be gold," Bolt said after the race. The U.S. team that had former Olympic champion and 100-meter silver medalist Justin Gatlin in its ranks, was disqualified after it finished third, for violating the rules. The flag-draped U.S. quartet had already completed their lap of honor and were speaking to the media when news emerged that instead of taking bronze medals behind Japan and winners Meta they had been disqualified. The problem was a minor technical one at the first changeover between Mike Rogers and Justin Gatlin, as Gatlin touched the baton out of his zone but the result was disqualification. Gold for Felix Allison Felix, who could not defend her 200-meter gold as she did not make the U.S. team, won her 5th gold, the first by a woman in athletics, as she ran the second leg in the team's victory in the 100-meter relay. Iana Bartoletta, English Gardner and Toriboe did it with Allison to clock 41.01 seconds that beat Jamaica's 41.36. Some of the very best sprinters, Elaine Thompson, Veronica Campbell-Brown, Shirley Ann Fraser-Price along with Christania Williams were in the Jamaican team, but the American team executed the race better. Britain took the bronze with a national record 41.77. Interestingly, the American team had a rerun with only the clock to beat on a set target in the qualification stage, after Allison was viewed to have been obstructed by a Brazilian runner during the baton exchange in the heats. "It is very special. I am proud to look back on my career and appreciate what the sport of track and field has given me," said Allison. In the women's 5,000 meters, favorite Almas Ayana of Ethiopia was outrun by the Kenyans, four-time world champion Vivian Cheruiyot and Ellen Monsanto Hubary, with about 700 meters to the finish. "This was my 4th Olympics. I have been dreaming about a gold medal. It has finally come today," said Vivian, who had won the silver 5,000 and bronze 10,000 in the London Olympics. She had won the silver in the 10,000 meters behind Almas earlier in Rio. "Before the last 5 laps, I saw how Ayana was not running smoothly. I said to Ellen, 'Let's go. We are going to get something. Today we are going to catch this lady,'" recalled Vivian, who won with an Olympic record of 14 minutes 26.17 seconds, ahead of Ellen who clocked a personal best 14:29.77. Almas, who had set a world record in the 10,000 meters, was a distant third at 14:33.59. In men's hammer throws, Dilshad Nazarov of Tajikistan won the gold with his 5th throw of 78.68 meters. He beat Ivan Tsikhan of Belarus 77.79 and Wojciech Nowicki of Poland 77.73. "It was my childhood dream to win an Olympic gold medal," said Dilshad. The women's pole vault gold went at 4.85 meters to Ekaterini Stanidi of Greece, while Sandy Morris of the U.S. had to settle for the silver over the same height. Eliza McCartney of New Zealand picked Alana Boyd of Australia after both cleared for 0.80 meters. On the count back, whoever clears a height earlier, wins the tie-break. London Games silver medalist Jennifer Stewart of the U.S. could clear only for 0.60 meters and finished joint 7th. "It is one of the hardest events to compete. I am glad to make my country proud," said Ekaterini, who had taken to the sport when she was 10. Like everyone, she also missed world and Olympic champion, the iconic Elena Isinbridis of Russia. "It would have been just as successful an event for me if I had come second to Irene Budis," said Ekaterini. She recalled the risk her husband took to congratulate her. My husband jumped into the scaffolding, almost killed himself and then said, "Honey, you did it," said Ekaterini.